Okay, so what I wanted to say about that perception, what I wanted to say is that when you did that thing with business cards, so Karen is okay with you, you also realize that there was like one person that you spot earlier that you don't think he was eyeballing you at all, so he was pretty good at it. And yeah, you see a guy, or rather you spotted a guy who you are pretty sure he is a Continental agent. He has an auburn hair, brown eyes, and apart from that, he's also wearing very simple aesthetic clothes, but you think they're very well made, and obviously they costed quite a lot. And you basically spotted that when like Karen kinda, with their secret language, he gave like a sign that it's fine, then his posture, he went slightly more relaxed. Obviously these guys are always ready for combat because you never know, but he's not looking at you as a potential enemy to kill, unless you do something stupid.
I pull out the fancy thing I got and try to shoot everyone with it. I mean, what?
The antimatter, not antimatter, Jesus fuck.
Yeah, I was kidding. Yeah, but you remember the magic item shop in Sandpoint?
Yeah?
So my family, they went in there and they saw a spell book. And my mom decided that since she couldn't nearly afford it at all, she'd steal it in front of the guy who is a wizard rogue expert.
Let me guess, that didn't really work out.
She surrendered it and then got banned from the store.
Oh. Oh well.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
I didn't get to nuke anyone.
Well, at least they survived.
Yeah. Don't piss off the starting town's shopkeepers.
Yeah, especially if they have levels.
That's probably why they're all like level 7 or 8, so that people don't go in and try to like murder them all.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good thing to do when you're designing an adventure, because it's really, the murder is the simplest solution, and thievery too. Anyways,
The magic item store. Kill the owner, take all the goodies.
yep, most def. But
Anyways.
it also makes sense that
Yeah.
they have levels, because maybe they make some items themselves, and for that they need some skill. Anyways, yeah.
Most of them were previous adventurers.
Yeah,
Anyways, back to the game at hand.
not freaking antimatter.
Yes. I'm not planning on doing that now. I did not even bring it with me
Automatic
because that
matter
would be hard.
forge. Jesus fuck.
Hmm.
Yeah, they would probably get some. They probably have, depending on the role, but they would get. They have some bonuses to initiative.
Yeah. I probably would have been stopped along the way, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Carrying that around. Cop would have been like, "What the hell are you doing?"
But yeah, and also it's like a general rule that mostly it applies to the places that Continental owns, like Continental Hotel, and most of the time also to places that they use, more or less, that no business, air quotes, can take place at Continental. So it's like basically a safe ground, because factions can decide to take one Continental assassin against the other one, and well,
that's good to know. If I get a Continental assassin after me, I just have to start living in one of the hotels.
yeah, although the same thing happened in the movie, that there might be somebody assassin, maybe not in Continental system or X, that might decide that, well, pissing them off is worth the risk and money. Yeah, because then management would get they really dislike people who break the rules and make business on their grounds, so they tend to send death squads after such person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways. I don't know, do you do anything with the guy? Because he probably looks like typical ordinary person. He probably has some weapon on him that's very well concealed, but he's like eating simple lunch and looking through his PDA through news.
I'll just keep eating my lunch and keep my eye on him.
Okay, well, he finishes, and he obviously spotted that you are eyeballing him. And he looks like he's wondering for a moment if he should speak or not. And then just decides not to. Just when he stands up, he offers a simple note of acknowledgement, and then he will leave.
Yep, and I will return it.
He probably was appraising you, and even knowing that you are not a threat to him, he was still looking, okay, is he a fighter? Basically the Sherlock kind of thing.
Makes sense.
Okay.
No need to waste his time talking to him. He probably has business to go take care of.
Yeah, perhaps.
Hopefully it's not me, but...
No.
I don't think I've pissed anyone off that much yet.
Yeah, that assassin that tried to kill you previously, he was not Continental guy, because then you would be dead already.
I imagine that was my rival just sending a goon after me or something.
Yeah, that's a pretty good guess.
Continental would probably just sit on top of a building and snipe me.
Or you being a hero of this story, and the rules of stellar heroes would mean that maybe not instead of outright dying, you'll definitely have fight for your life.
Yeah, of course. Try to snipe me and miss, and then chase me into a warehouse or something.
Or having contingency plans. Okay, so I miss sniping, so then click and back up gas is deployed through vents or something like that.
Yeah. Because it has to be epic, of course.
Yeah, they are definitely high level enemies.
Yeah.
I
have a feeling.
Level 5.
I truthfully have a feeling that I'm gonna die on exploring somewhere, and I'm just gonna hit a trap and die to it or something.
I mean, in standard Starship of Numbers game, that's certainly a possibility, because that game in combat is brutal, is downright brutal. But Stellar Heroes, it's like a contract between DM and player that if we want to tell a story, or if his character would die because, for example, trap.
Kind of a mix of both, I feel. So if I hit a trap and I keep rolling shit, then yeah, it's probably time, but at least get me a chance to get out of it.
Although even with that, there is still one thing in Stellar Heroes. I don't remember exactly how is it named, because we don't use it for now, it's not necessary, but yeah, even when you go to 0, or if you would go to 0 and if situation is fact, you still get to roll something, and if it's okay, if you survive and the miss you survive, the situation is fucked up, but you get a chance to
Like, I think it was like maybe my like ally gets shot, or I get like
Yeah, you lose
a
something.
critical wound in a limb or something like that.
Some long-lasting effect that would require
Yep.
time and resources to, yeah, take it off. Or yeah, some well-developed NPC and your ally gets killed off because he saved you and paid in return.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
But if I ever start doing something stupid like running out on the street shooting everyone I see, then I'd probably just get like the SWAT after me and
yeah, it's
very
like, I don't know
quickly.
if you watched Spoonie's Shadowrun video when he described that his party, he was a DM and party went to a job and they had to steal an item. Simple job. But they triggered an alarm, so instead of grabbing the fucking item that they had in hand's reach and getting it out of there, they forced a hostage situation. Which then, because police didn't back off, because hello, it's Shadowrun, corporation doesn't let you get away that easily, they killed a hostage or two. Which at this point, Sony decided, well, I'm sending Cyber Psycho Squad after them. You mean like the guy from Cyberpunk 2077 trailer with that cool looking helmet?
Yeah. Basically, RoboCop meets Terminator.
Yeah, like uber badass guys who have like they have way better equipment, better skill, and yeah, he killed a few of those players.
Yeah, they brought it on themselves.
So that probably the same thing would happen. Like you would kill probably a lot of people, but then they would just send gunship. It's like level 5 notoriety in Grand Theft Auto. They start sending tanks, gunships, and like
Yeah.
death squads
hmm
or just commandos.
If I got into that, if I was like in that party with Shadowrun, I'd probably like betray my party at that point. Because it's like, you all being fucking idiots. So I'm gonna go, like, open the door, free the hostages.
Yeah, although yeah, they met those.
Hope they don't kill me too.
Yeah, although they met them when they were escaping from this area through the sewers, and yeah, they met their doom there.
But, like, just be
Anyways,
truthful. It's
huh?
like we were just coming. Like, I'd just be like, truthful. We were just coming, planning on stealing that thing. Yeah, that was bad. It was not my idea to start the hostage situation and killing hostages.
Yeah, and yeah, depending on DM, like I would just go,
Yeah.
that saves you.
So you like the campaign probably still be over because the party's gonna die, but at least my character's in it.
Yeah, it would be something on the lines. Obviously, character would be like would have to go through some very tough negotiations, then do a job for corporation. He would be essentially on the leash, but he would survive.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing can happen here. Certain
Anyways.
situations. Yeah, so do you want to do anything else? I have an idea for scene or two, but not necessarily for today. But something will happen before the job, but on the other day.
I do not have any other plans. So
Okay.
just the day before the party, I will go to the guy's house.
Yeah, but for now,
Or like hotel room or whatever the heck he's using. Embassy.
Yeah. But yeah, before that, because that will happen on January 20th. Before that, next day, somewhere along like afternoon or evening, shit, because I wanted to do something with Marcia, and then suddenly I forgot what. But yeah, at first she asks you if you have time to go out. It's like late evening, late afternoon, almost evening. She's after work, so she wants to go out somewhere. Ah, okay. No problem.
Just took a whole fourth of a waffle in my mouth.
Yeah, no problem. And
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
Yeah, you know what? You can make me another, because what she asks you sounds pretty innocent, but you get a small feeling there's something beneath that, so you can make a perception check, because in the system, like, perception can also work like a sense motive, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So you read through her tone and body language that, yeah, she likes to go out, but she also hopes that you will realize, women, that you realize that she wants this to be special, like a proper date with maybe something cool and not boring.
Did the artifact thing work? Or did I have to fix it? I forget.
What?
The AMF, that thing. Did it work or did I have to fix it?
Wait, I said that's. I mean, in the free time you could have wrote something to fix it, and that probably would have been pre-tech or mal-tech, probably pre-tech.
No.
But you have rank 0 in it, so technically you can decide that for this session you can use it once, so you can decide that you get 12 on that.
Sure, I'll get 12.
Okay.
Because a 4 would probably be something on the wrong side of the scale for fixing it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be a dick and say, yeah, you break it completely, and instead say that you cannot fix it, but you can find somebody who will fix it, but it will cost you a lot. But yeah, with 12, you spend a few hours going through. It turns out like Mafia, and perhaps maybe you had something from your old apartment, like some spare parts, and you managed to fix loading mechanism or something of the sorts, and yeah, now gun is operational.
It's like we could play with that, and I point at the massive thing that I had been working on for a few hours.
She halves, but is like good-natured. She like plays irritated person, but she's joking, and she says, "Men and their guns and their toys."
I could show you my new pet. I mean, companion.
That actually, like, she stops and she raises an eyebrow.
He's a generally all-around good guy.
Why do I get the feeling that there is a story behind that? I mean,
I may have found him on my last job.
Oh, yeah, I thought. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. She like steps forward and then she like lightly slaps you on like. Okay, that's for being not nice for Mafia. She lost her colleague. I didn't know him that well, so well, it's bad that he died. But you could have been more considerable. And then she like gives you a peck on the cheek, and apart from that, she didn't really want me to tell anything, but she was freaked out about something. And then she like peers at you. Well,
I pull up Jeb's text messages and it's like she wasn't the only one.
And then she like looked at his messages, Uh, this Jep, that's your friend?
Not the one I was talking about, but yeah, he's a good guy. He's kind of off the wall weird, but conspiracy theorist kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, she like scratches her chin, like looks analytically at those messages. Let me make an educated guess. He's a stoner.
Yes.
I know the type.
But he's useful. He's a good friend. He has his uses as well. He's an amazing hacker even while stoned. Like, holy shit.
Perhaps I don't want to listen about that. I prefer to be on legal side.
That's fair.
The less I know, the better.
In this case, let's not go check that thing out because it may not be exactly legal. We could just go to a fancy restaurant and a movie. However boring that would be.
She like thinks about it for a moment. Alright. It should be really fancy.
Yes, of course. I'll even let you pick the place.
Yeah, you can bet that she will find like the most expensive place around.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously
One of
she's
those-
thinking that you will be paying.
Mm-hmm. One of those places that doesn't even have the prices on the menu. If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Yeah, something along the line. Oh, actually that gave me a very nice idea. Okay, so you find like 5
It's like a
stars.
continental bar.
Yeah, they don't have like that evening restaurant
It
type of
is-
thing.
It was a joke.
Yes, I assumed. I hope.
Let's go hire some assassins while we're at it. Ask them to carry
oh.
cameras and let them watch it.
And of course, just to let me know, it's 16th currently. Just the next day. And yeah, you find, or rather she leads you to a very nice place in probably one of the best districts on this planet. And restaurant for all the noble guys and whatnot. And honestly, before that, she like asks you, well, obviously you will require a proper suit and tie. And she like looks at you, do you have one?
I had one. It was in my apartment.
Oh right, you said that
Mhm.
something happened. Oh, didn't you had? Oh, she waves her hand. Well, so before that, we will go shopping.
Yay!
Yeah, so she like gives you gives you a few choices. Obviously, you can choose something for yourself. But yeah, it really depends how much money you want to spend on fancy stuff. If you want to look like really good or just okay good. Because you can buy like suit and tie, like the entire thing for like 200 credits, for 500, for 1000.
Glamorous yellow and green suit with pink jewels scattered along it in lines. The kind of thing that would make people question my manliness.
Some of them
I'm kidding.
perhaps, but the thing with this world that if somebody is rich, they are allowed eccentricities.
I was kidding. I'm not going to get something that like outlandish, but
Yeah, for a moment I thought you would gonna channel Graham Norton. I don't know if you know the guy. He's like really funny.
I was thinking of like the guy that announces the Hunger Games, like the kind of crazy suits he makes.
I remember that guy. I didn't watch the entire movie, but I remember that guy.
Just like shit like that. It's like, I'm going to go get this like thing that was like painful to look at.
Okay.
Like literally it starts to make the eyes bleed, but no. I'll just get like a nice, so not like cheap end of the scale, but like a nice just normal suit and tie kind of thing. The kind of thing that I'd be able to wear to a party in a few days.
Exactly. So I think the most appropriate would be the one for 500 credits.
Okay. Now if I can do math, because the bunch of ones is confusing.
I always doing like calculator in hand.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up, but it's like, oh, it's like, that's how many ones are there? No, not that. Is that many? It is that many. Okay. I'm rich, apparently. Right, so it is that much. Okay.
Yep. Okay, so after that, obviously the shopping was done before, or yeah, like beforehand. So it's like evening, 8 or 9 p.m. This uber fancy restaurant. I think she's, I guess, enjoying herself. I imagine you managed to keep up conversation.
Yeah. I can do a persuade check or something.
Yeah, go ahead. To see how well you are doing, how well you are playing the charisma rogue guy. Yeah,
12.
very well. Yeah, so she's definitely enjoying herself. She doesn't think that it's boring, especially if you are being in a place like that and like you are paying.
Yeah.
And then, you know what? You can give me a luck save.
A luck save.
We'll see if something will happen.
Probably.
Okay, so
There's my bad rolls coming in now with my saves and whatnot.
You know
the somewhat important thing.
Actually, obviously this place has some, there's like a band playing, and they are playing mostly like slow-paced romantic music. And, wait, I know what I want to do, in which position I want you to put you, but I'm trying to figure out how to introduce this thing. Basically what I'm trying to get is that at some point when Marcia, is Marcia or Kately? Shit.
Yeah.
We're getting Marcia. No wait, Kately, fuck. Yeah, Kately goes to toilet. I guess you might have went to a bar for a moment or something, but you were not at your table.
Yeah.
And very nice looking woman, very nice looking woman, like long blonde hair, very voluptuous looking, and a nice expensive looking. And obviously you are not a stupid guy, even though you had some alcohol. And basically she's like playing that she knows you. And like, sorry, not knows you, but she's playing really nice. She's like striking conversation. She's not shying away from but at first it was supple and like shit. She like ordered herself a drink. And I know what I want to pull, but How to give you a chance? Shit! It's really hard for me to. Okay, maybe our first question is, at the very beginning, do you like try to like shake her off, like lady, go bother somebody else? Or
Kind of, but if she's persistent, I have a great idea. I asked the bartender what kind of alcohol because I'm assuming she's not, like, she wouldn't, like, just go away from me being, like, don't bother me kind of thing. So I'm like, bartender, what's the cheapest alcohol you have? Because I don't have a lot of money, and I want to buy this fine lady here a drink.
he like looks at you strangely, like, cheapest is.
Like, get me like swill or something like that. And I just like look at him.
Okay.
Then like look back at my table, then look back at him, and hope he gets the message.
Let's see.
Go
He's
get like some go get some like mop water and
he like nods.
pour it in there to doll it down.
Okay, nods and starts prepping a drink. And but yeah, that lady is maybe even if you like shake her off, she's like still in like earshot range. She's keeping close by. And actually, I need to check one thing, if it's canon or I will need to homebrew one thing regarding psionics. Not this. Not this. God damn it. I mean, in Pathfinder it's easy, you just throw in like charmer succubus thing and like try to charm somebody. Here we actually gonna go with God damn it. Not this, not this. Okay, I'm not gonna specify what's happening, but she still's like with pleasant smile. She sips her previous drink that she had. She sometimes looks at you, and then for a moment you think that maybe you had too much alcohol. For a moment you feel like slight headache, not hard fun, and then you can make me a mental
Yay!
saving throw.
Yay!
Okay.
I should have brought a knife. I mean, what?
I mean, unless you make some really good checks, it's really hard to realize that somebody's, and especially that specific person, is using a psionic power on you.
Yup. So I just get a headache, pretty much.
Yeah. And yeah, you don't really like, but it goes after a minute or two. And then she, before like as the guy finished preparing this drink and as he's setting it down, that lady is already on her way out, and she's really bringing eyes the way she's like moving, swaying her hips and well, leaving something to imagination, but she's really like trying to look like, look, I'm a sexy bomb. And then as like probably look after her. You can make me a perception check to see if you spot something.
Perception.
Also, don't worry. Like the saving throws are one of the like worst things in this system because you don't get to roll 2d6 plus something, but it's just like d20 luck thing. Okay, so as she exits, and thankfully the place is built that when obviously this place has like a not parking lot, but when like limousines come up, there's valet who like the guests step out of the car and go through main entrance. So you see, and then with maybe small dread, or maybe not dread, it will be up to you. You realize that you saw that particular vehicle, and you see that it steps up with all like darkened shields. Nobody steps out of it, but then this lady, the valet, like opens up. The blonde lady, steps in, and then you see second.